Hello everyone, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. I almost forgot the name of the game I was playing. But today, we're going to go back up here and talk to Tirsa again and hear the story of Rost. It's Rost. I always have to say Roster to remember how to say Rost's name. I don't remember what commenter gave me that tip, but thank you. It's literally the only way I can pronounce his name right.
Need them soon enough.
Yes, we will. But anyways, we're going to go back up to Tirsa and talk to her about Rost's past and see what happened with him and all that shenanigans. And then we're probably going to go to his grave and talk to his grave for a second. Since we finished another main mission. We might have finished 2 main missions since last time we talked to Rost. I can't remember. But we're going to do that. And then we'll see about what we're going to do for the rest of the session. I think one of the things I definitely want to do is go do the last hunting ground and get that done. I definitely want to do that. So I know that much at least. Oh, this is a supply crate. I just pressed triangle once thinking it's medicine. I'm going to pick it up. It is clearly not medicine. We're almost back to a full pack of medicine, though. And I'm pretty sure I restocked on meds. I did indeed. That's good. Let's chat with Tirsa and finally get the lowdown on our boy Rost. May he rest in peace.
It's true.
If only he could be with us now.
Yes, Aloy?
Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Rost's was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So, Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story. I should be going.
May the goddess protect.
Man, I miss Rost. That guy, that was, what a guy. I don't know why you just psh at me, but I will slit your throat the next time you do that. And what a guy that Rost was.
Our fallen tribespeople call out for justice.
They do call out for justice, I know. Well, I'm glad that we got to learn the history of Rost. Speaking of which, let's go talk to his grave. Which is right here. Poor Rost. I mean, at least he was happy in the end, even though he ended up being an outcast. I guess that's what matters the most. These Nora are harsh, though. I mean, we already knew that, but this just, like, further accents it. They are really harsh with their laws. It's good to, you know, keep your laws in place and all. That's the reason they're there, but you gotta know when to bend them a little bit. Of course, it's always hard to know when to bend and when not to. Oh, apparently there is a, achievement for knocking over 23 of these. There are apparently 23 of these little, training dummies in the world. All of them are on the Nora side. And if you knock them all down, you get an achievement. These two are already down. I must have hit them at some point. Or they started out downed. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and knock some of these down. Got whose attention? Oh, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and knock those down because I do need to get that achievement eventually. I would like to 100% this game. Probably won't do it on screen because it might get too tedious. I don't know. But I will definitely probably do it in my own time. Rosts Grave is right here. Yeah, right here.
Snow. Hi, Rost. A lot has happened. So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself. Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah, I'll do it. Give myself to that. For Elizabeth, and Gaia, and for you. Well, I've got a master override to recover, so I guess I'll be on my way. Until next time, Rost.
All right. That was pretty good. So what do I want to do today? I know I want to go do that last training ground, which is way down here. Then I think I might hold off on side quests and instead focus on, like, corrupted zones and metal flowers and all that. Maybe do one side quest, but try and focus mainly on those. Let's get, this metal flower is so out of the way. Let's go get it. Let's get it and get it done. There are only 5 metal flowers left. We're past the point of them, like, being on the way for things. I think it's more like, okay, well, now I've got to start going out of my way to get the last of these collectibles. More so than I already was. So I'd like to get at least 2, maybe 3 of them today. That way we've only got 2 or 3 left for the future. But we might do 1 or 2 side quests. It depends. We'll see how it goes. Next session is definitely going to be... I'm not going to do the main mission this session, obviously, and I'm not going to do it next session either. I think next session I'm going to focus entirely on side quests, because we still have quite a few to go through, and you never know when we might unlock more. So we'll start knocking those out. And then we'll probably... We should have, I think, 1, maybe 2 more main missions after this next one. So we're not quite at the end of the game yet. So I don't think we have to worry about having everything done before this next main mission. I think we can do the next main mission, and then after that one, that's when we have to be like, okay, well, now I need to finish everything else in the game before I do the last main mission, or the second to last, whichever it may be. But we are nearly done, which is good, because I've finished up Digimon pretty much. I have 1 more session of Digimon to record, and then that'll be done. And then I'll just, after I finish this up, I'll just be down to Berseria, which is good, because a new series will be starting on the channel pretty soon, probably before this one even ends, but when this one is near the end. This is pretty far. Let's call a mount. What have I got? I have got a charger. You're a charger, yeah. Let's go, buddy. Oh, hey, there is a Ravager right there. That's not good. And there's 2 Bellowbacks right here. Awesome. can already tell that this is going to be a good day. Don't mind me, just passing by. Gotta get through all this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, clearly. Go, 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 don't stop. Oh great, another Ravager and or Sawtooth. I just smacked it aside. The Charger did not, get away from me. The Charger did not care. Go, 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 fast as you can. They must be Sawtooth, otherwise they'd be shooting at me right now. But it looks like I'm out of their range now, we're good. Where am I going the, It'd be so much faster to just cut through the right here. One of the moments where the waypoint, the way the waypoint works does not work out that well, in my opinion. Because it's like, yeah, just keep on the road instead of cutting through the wilds and saving half the travel time, basically. Now we're talking. This is much better. Oh, great, long legs and grazers. Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. No big deal. Just stay out of my way and I won't murder you. That's how it goes. Ah, great. Is that a Ravager? No, it's a Sawtooth. That's fine then, as long as it can't shoot a laser beam at me. Then we're all good. Am I still? Okay. This is fine. Yeah, this metal flower was always going to be annoying. But we're nearly there now, so that's good. Are there any campfires around that I should activate while I'm here? I should have gone up right there instead of around this way. Ah, whatever. It's not a big deal. There are no campfires nearby that I need to worry about activating, so let's just keep going. I got a wildlife kill. I must have run over an animal without realizing it. Sucks to be that animal. Whatever it was. We are about at the tip of this little peninsula. So I'm going to have to ditch the Charger here in a second. Probably. I hope the metal flower isn't up top. Because that means I have to find a way to get up. I do not want to do that. But it probably is. No. No. It's got to be on the very the very edge of the peninsula if it is. All right. Charger, you've done great for me. Thank you for your assistance. I'll take it from here. Wait, wait, wait. Is that a spot I can climb right there? No, it's just a weird-looking little carve-out. That's weird. Whatever, that's fine. We're just going to run around the edge here. Let's see if we can find this metal flower. Is the grass floating in the air right there? It looks like it is. But the metal flower is right there, though. Sure enough, there it is. Sick. Gimme, gimme. There's the snap moth.
Question waiting for an answer.
Yeah, just some more of those. All right. We've only got 4 more to go. I thought that we had 5 more after this one, but sick, only 4 more. Nice. So with that done, let's get both of these metal flowers and then get to the hunting ground, and then we'll go down to this corrupted zone and clear it out. Yes, that is what I want to do. We'll finally wrap up the last of the hunting zones, so we'll be done with them. We'll clear out another of the, last 3 corrupted zones, and we'll get 2 metal flowers out of the way. So that way we'll only have 2 more to go. And I'll probably, honestly, 3 metal flowers, that's enough collectibles for one day, because then, what will we have left? We'll have 2 vantage points left, 1 or 2 metal flowers, and then 1 Banuk figure. Yeah, that sounds right. So we can probably finish the metal flowers next session, and maybe even finish the Banuk figures as well. And probably finish everything, honestly, finish all the collectibles except for that last vantage point that I'm going to wait until I do the main mission to get a hold of. All right, then. So we got to go down right there. And yeah, I'll call him out. What have I got here? Strider? Strider indeed. Let's go, buddy. This is a very good game. Let me preface what I'm about to say by saying that first. This is a very good game. I love this game. It is great. It's, honestly, I had pretty big hopes for it, and it has delivered on just about all of them. Probably couldn't really ask for a better game than this. The one major complaint that I can give Horizon Zero Dawn that I feel like would have made it even better is being able to ride larger machines. You can override all machines, which is cool, and they help you fight. That's great. But riding a sawtooth into battle is just way too awesome of a thought for me to not want it to be in this game. Oh, hey, here's the metal flower right here. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually medicine. It looks like a metal flower to me for a second there. I do not want to fight these glint hawks if I don't have to, because I hate glint hawks. So let's see if we can carefully move about in the tall grass and find the metal flower without them seeing me.